Good evening, good evening, good evening, my viewers. I be wanting so badly to say my lookers, bookers, family, friends. However, this is not Facebook. This is my YouTubers. So, good evening to my YouTubers, my subscribers. And if you're not subscribed, before we get started, go ahead and make sure that bell is highlighted, checked, hit the subscribe button so that every time I post new content, you guys will get a notification. And also, what's the next thing? Take what's for you and win with it. What's not for you, share with someone else so that they can be winning in their lives too, right? So it is Mindset Monday. Is it Monday already? Literally, I feel like I look a little pale, a little ashy, no lip gloss tonight. You guys, this was a scheduled live, but an impromptu. Why was it an impromptu? Because your girl is trying to get over some bumps in the road, right? And I don't know. As much as I like to stay on schedule and all those things, I literally had to talk myself into coming on tonight. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's 8:30. I prefer to not go on tonight. I need a mental day, right? Because it is okay for us to take mental days. Mental days are necessary. They are needed in order for us to maintain through this thing called life and function. Every day is not going to be an up day. Um, However, comma, still show up. And so at the end of the moment, literally, which is why I titled this, Can Your Fears Motivate You or Push You to Success? Um, I had decided, I'm taking a mental day, not getting on social media, I'm not posting any videos. I just can't do it today. I needed some me time today. Today was, but I'm blessed because I'm here. Even though my face looks a little ashy, probably a little emotional, a little pale, a little whatever. My hair is about time. I don't know why my locks don't last long. Guess it's just me. I start tying it up and then I stop. But anywho, to get back on topic because I'm literally not going to stay here long tonight. I'm still going to take me a mental day, a mental evening, and just get my mind together. But it is Mindset Monday, and yes, can your fears push you to success? I literally used one of my fears to get me to come on tonight and make this video or go live so that you guys can continue to win through your lives because anything that I'm experiencing or that I experience, not necessarily that you will experience the same things. However, if you come across that road, if you have those kind of bumps in the road where things just seem to, smack you every time you try to grab some strength and grab some, I really just feel like my face is ashy, and grab some oomph about your life. Um, it is okay. Know that you're not the only one that's going through it. And I like to share my things with you guys because one of my main fears is, and I don't, yeah, it is a fear. It's a fear of folding. Which is what got me to come on tonight and post this video and make sure I got it done because it is Mindset Monday and somebody is looking for a tip that they can win throughout the week with, that they can maybe use to get over their little bumps and bruises in the road. Fear, my fear. There's a couple of fears that I used to have. I don't say that I'm going to have them now because we are going to mind the things that we say, right? We're going to be cautious about the things that we speak into existence. And so some of the things that used to frighten me, um, some of the things that I very I can be having the most horriblest days ever. And if I told you guys what I looked like a couple of hours ago, how I was feeling just morning, I don't know. Would I be here with a smile on my face? But the thing that keeps me going literally is some of the things that I do that I used to fear, because I am conquering my fears as well. And by conquering them, it is success. It is success that you get over the things that used to, you know, frighten you just a little bit, the things that used to hinder you or that can usually hinder you. You know, a lot of times when people say they are, let's just say, for example, people say that they are stage fright, right? Yet they have a beautiful voice or they have it's something about their persona that the world just needs to see, like they need to be on a platform, but they have stage fright. They kind of fear talking to a group of people Could they use that to actually succeed, to be successful in life? Well, they could, especially in this day's time. Once upon a time, you would have to get on a stage, be in a room full of people in order to get your message across. However, it is 2022. And if someone is stage fright, they could literally be forced into a whole lot of success. Why? Right now, take for example, right now this pandemic is happening, or it is, we're getting over the pandemic, right? It is leaving our lives. We're not going to have to worry about this next year. Um, we will be free of all the cautions and all the regulations according to the pandemic, right? We're speaking that into existence. So right now, someone who's, if you're afraid, if you have stage fright, or you kind of, quiver at the thought of you having to speak to a bunch of people, or being in a room full of people and people just looking at you. Well, honey, you can still succeed. You can be the best person ever in this day and time, because it is 2022. And we know that not only is everything digital because of the pandemic, we fear the pandemic too. However, the pandemic has pushed a lot of us into success. The pandemic has scared us so much, right? I'm going to get back to that. So, this person who's afraid to be in a room full of people, well, we're in the midst of a pandemic. And because a lot of people are still cautious about getting out, they're staying in. And they're staying in. And what do we have access to? The majority of us, we have access to what? The internet. Not just social media, the internet. So someone who's afraid of thinking, oh my God, I got to get in a room and speak full of people. Well, because we have this beautiful technology, we have this thing called the internet. You can record your voice and put it on platforms, i.e., the what is it? Oh my God, just slipped my mind. Gosh, everybody's getting into it, or they used to. The something house, the something house. If you're watching this, if you'll be watching this, help a girl out, help your sister out. Because I had it on my phone. It's basically where you go into a room and you just speak to a room full of people. You don't have to look at them. You don't have to find your point. How they say, stare at the wall or pretend that everyone's in their 90s. No, but your voice can get around to a whole lot more people faster. So, of course, you don't want to stand in a room full of people, but if you have these apps on your phone, right? If you have social media, whether it be Facebook, whether it be YouTube, whether it be IG, whether it be TikTok, and all these other things that are going out right now, all these other social media platforms that we have right now, because somebody is constantly creating one, right? Yeah, they feared being in a room full of people, but now they fear because they like, ain't no way I'm going to stand in a room. Ain't no way I'm about to um have an event where I have to go stand up in front of people. So now they're forced to find another way about it. They're forced to get on these social media platforms, i.e., your girl. Yet, had they never been afraid of being in person, they wouldn't have never thought to make sure that they're still heard, that their persona is still shared with the world in the fastest way possible, right? Because we know we can share something on social media, or we can post something on social media, and if we're lit like that, we will have thousands and millions of shares and views and comments. Bam! We ran from being in person, but now we ran straight into success by being digital, by going digital, by having these social media platforms. Again, the pandemic scared the heck out of a lot of us, right? Man, I used to talk about the things that have happened over the decades ago, how my ancestors, good knows, praises to them that they were able to live through such times. However, today we've lived through some tough things in society. Um, we have seen a lot of horror things in this lifetime. Thank God to still have life, right? But this pandemic came and it scared the life out of us because it took so many lives. It made us afraid to even be around the people that we love. to even breathe in the direction somebody else was in. It made us separated and secluded ourselves by ourselves, literally in rooms. And there are still some people who are afraid and who are timid about coming out, about being open, about being in rooms with other people because this pandemic has literally put some fright inside of us. However, comma, this pandemic also pushed a lot of people to success. It made a lot of people realize how short life is. And so now they are forced to go after the things that they want and that they desire to do in this life. It has also pushed people against the wall, push their backs up against the wall with jobs and all of these things where jobs had control or gave you this, you know, it's either you do or you don't. So now you sitting and you got your back against the wall and you're trying to figure out, man, do I fold to what they say or do I not have a job to pay, take care of my family, put food on the table, put clothes on their backs? We were afraid of that. That was afraid of us. However, the success that has came out of something so scary as the pandemic, people are stepping into their purpose. People are starting those businesses that they dreamed, only dreamed, right? Only dreamed of doing because they were so caught up in the ways of the world. They were so caught up in always being an employee. And if I don't show up, my family doesn't eat. Well, honey, um, pandemic also said that if you have faith, if you believe in yourself, because you are now secluded with yourself, now you only have to believe and have faith in yourself to make it happen. You can feed your family and the next family and so many more other families because you took a chance on you. It scared you. It made you ran for cover and shut yourself up, close the world out, like for real. Some of my family members was like, listen, if we ain't talking over the phone, we ain't seeing each other. Not happening. I think, was it New Year's, Christmas? Me and my family literally did, that was Christmas last year, New Year's last year. We literally did video calls with each other because we couldn't be in the same rooms because we were afraid of that. However, it also pushed us into loving on each other harder. That is success. It made us appreciate each other more because we were afraid of this one thing that we couldn't see, we couldn't touch, we couldn't feel it. It was just something that came about, and somebody said that, or we saw that it affected lives, that it was literally taking lives away. It was scary. It was scary. I still, to this day, I don't care what has happened. I go to my hometown and nobody has on a mask. You won't catch me going in a store without a mask on. However, I'm in the medical field. There's a lot of things that I do know, but it's a mind thing. It's a mind thing. So can your fears push you into success? Can you take the things that you're afraid of? Me, not afraid of it. I'm getting over my fears, right? But I used to, the thing that crunches that makes my skin crawl is folding. Folding, just giving up, giving in. I don't care what I feel like, what I look like. The thought of that will get me up and going so quick. I eat today, no earrings. I literally wanted to take me a mental day. But in the back of my mind, I was like, is this me really folding to the flesh? Is this me allowing my mind and my body to tell me that I feel this way so I can't show up and maybe make a difference in somebody else's life? That I can't set out to do the things that I said I was going to do. And by not showing up for you guys, I don't show up for myself. That just does something to me. This world, life, and there will be a book one day, but life has found its way to push me around, bully me, slap me smack dead in the face. I'm talking about 5 stories up, jump down and kick me in the throat. I refuse to lay there. I refuse to lay there because that, like Deidre Wells, Deidre Renee Wells. You talking about what? Give in? Nah. And it doesn't matter whether about, someone else will say and this, that, and I don't know. I show up to these things and I try my best to put my foot forth and be successful at the things that I'm now doing in life that I'm enjoying, that I desire. Life is trying to tell me otherwise. Some people don't show up. I have people who follow me on every social media platform that I have. I was trying to do a little painting today. Some people that follow me on every social media platform that I have, yet they refuse to hit the like button. They refuse to comment and say hello. But I gotta still be making a difference, right? And first and foremost, I still show up for me. Remember, be your biggest cheerleader. And for me, the thing that bothers me, the things that, and there's some other things that I just don't like that but it pushes me somehow. The very thing that cringes my soul, the very thing that makes me, the very thing that frightens me a little bit is the very thing that motivates me. It motivates me to do the opposite. And in doing the opposite, I win. Ha! Is that kind of like a bar? Because the name of my speaking that into existence, the name of my YouTube live is Win with Wells. I win against everything the devil, whoever you call it, him, her, whatever, them. And that's one thing I even say, I in a prayer, I'm like the devil, him himself can't have me because he knows that I'm not gonna go without a fight. I will be kicking and scratching at every moment he feels like he's won. He's taken advantage of me. I find something else to muster up enough energy to keep going, to kick at him a little bit more. What is it that you fear? Is it truly, honestly holding you back? Or if you use it the right way, will it allow you to win in every area of your life? It will allow you to take home the championship to this thing called life. Keep going. I don't care what you look like, what you've been through. And right now, I kind of feel like I look like what I've been through today. Um, you know. But anywho, I'm here. I made it. And if I have no viewers, if no one ever stops by, you know who gets to see me shine? Who gets to see me show up? I do. There may be trials, there may be tribulations. The triumph goes to me. It goes to me every time. So I'm here to tell you, think about the things that bothers you, the things that make you cringe, and see if you can't literally use that very thing to succeed in life while you have it. I guarantee you, it'll fuel you. It'll be the fuel to your fire. It will set some things off in you that you don't even know that is even there. The very thought of folding and giving up and giving in. When I tell y'all it hurts me to my soul, some things hurts me to my soul. But those very things, it's either I do or I don't. The don't won't happen. If I gotta show up one day with one lash on, missing a couple of locks, I'll show up because I refuse to be defeated. Hmm. This is Win with the Wells. And if you want to win, hit the subscribe button and share and like. But if you want to win, if you really, truly, honestly want to win, go against the very thing that tries to take you out. I dare you. I dare you to go against the very things that wants your head, right? That wants to knock you off. Go against it and see if just by taking a step forward towards the thing that wants you, if you don't win at it, you're already a winner. You succeed. You beat it. You, you. God gets all the glory, but you're the greatness. Try to see. Next week, this week, however, come back and watch this replay and type in the comments. Whenever you try to go against the very things that you used to fear, right? That you used to fear, because we speak correctly over here. Go against the very things that used to make you cringe and let me know the outcome. So, you guys, it has been my time, definitely my time. Um, yeah, my time. Until next time, be blessed. If you're winning, make sure you pull the next person up so they can win too. Because we all should be winning in this thing called life. I have an analogy for you guys the next time I show up. Some things, God cooks up some things in my head in the midst of storms. But baby, survival of the fittest. Until next time, you guys be blessed.